Late night talk. What up? Feel like going live. You know, I was live earlier, gave away like $700, but live again. Just at the beach, vibing out. Drop some questions. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Who won the fight? Jake Paul got beat. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight, but Jake Paul got beat. What questions y'all got? Just chilling at the beach. Did my mindset walk late tonight. Yeah, just did my mindset walk late tonight. That's all. Beautiful scenery. Definitely is. You got questions and answers, you drop those in the Telegram group or Facebook group. The private one for the members. I'm assuming you're a member of the university. Help me lose weight. You gotta help yourself. I've already done all the work I can do for you. Now you gotta help yourself. You gotta click the link, join, everything, all the info's there for you to follow. You got high blood pressure. Obviously, you got to change your diet. It will help if you do a fruit fast. You know, it really help if you follow the high blood pressure protocol in the university. But you got to acknowledge. A lot of y'all have to acknowledge first. What I've come to realize is most people are blind to the fact that there's a problem in their life. That's what I've learned. Most people are blind to the fact that there's a problem in their life. What do I mean by that? You will wait 10, 20, 30 years. Most people will not work out and neglect exercise. People will eat fast food, unhealthy food, processed food, bags of chips, Skittles, relax for 5, 10, 20 years and never acknowledge the fact that that's absolutely the most unhealthy way you could be living your life. So most people don't even acknowledge the fact that something's wrong. People that are struggling financially, you never really acknowledge the fact that that's an issue and it shouldn't be like that, right? Over and over you say, dang, there ain't no money in my bank account, but you never acknowledge the fact that the primary reason there's no money in your bank account is because you keep doing the same things over and over for 5, 10, 20 years that have caused there to be no money in your bank account. So first you have to acknowledge that something's off. Maybe just working all this overtime isn't working and something's off because I'm still broke. Maybe sitting on this couch when I should be on my way to the gym. Maybe eating this whole bag of Frito-Lays when I should make a salad. When I should be eating some apples. It hasn't even registered to you yet that there's an issue. And that's the issue right there. So that's the first step. Y'all know I always talk mindset first. Somebody comment some 100 emojis. Somebody comment free game. Dead on, facts. What questions y'all got though? Let y'all get the vibe while I answer some questions. Let's see. Systemic lupus, how to cure it. All lupus is systemic acidosis. You got acid in your body, too much. Your kidneys aren't filtering it properly. Your kidney's damaged. If the doctor hasn't told you yet, he will soon tell you that your kidney has an issue due to the lupus, but it's actually the reverse. You have what they call lupus because the kidney isn't working. So I highly recommend following the autoimmune disease protocol, which is in the Holistic Health University. I've laid it all out for you. Guys, I've done all the work I can do for you all. Like, I've done it all. I've laid everything out. I've made every free video of every topic damn near possible. Now it's up to you to watch the videos and take notes. It's up to you to join the university that I created for y'all after they banned and shadow banned and flagged and shut down all my pages. So I'm actually glad they did that because that was the first thing that gave me the drive and motivation to create my own shit. So I ended up doing that. So everything, I've put my whole life's energy towards helping you all. Now it's up to you all to take advantage of what I now offer, which no one else is offering. And on top of that, I teach you how to get your money right so that every day can be Friday and Saturday. Because today's Saturday evening as far as I'm concerned. And I'm in Miami, so it's been 85 and sunny all day. So it's Saturday evening in smack dab middle of the summer. And it's Christmas too, if I want it to be, right? So that's how it should be. That's how it should be for you too. But first you have to acknowledge that it should be that way. If you ain't opened your mind up to the possibilities of life and what you're truly capable of and what truly is available and what other people are doing, so that means it's already possible, then you already set yourself behind. It's a fact. People laugh. I don't know what's funny. I ain't joking right now. This is serious talk. This is the talk some of y'all need, because you ain't got nobody telling you this. Relationship advice? Hey, relationship advice, you gotta find somebody that's a good communicator. That's the biggest thing, is communication, I found. People are not good communicators. People just refuse to communicate. Liars, they leave things out, which is a form of lying. Don't talk things over when you do have disputes. You just go in quiet mode or storm out instead of sitting down, looking at each other in the eyes and figuring out what it was that caused you to be frustrated, what it was that caused me to be frustrated. What are our differences? Why are those our differences? How can we compromise on this so that we can move forward, but first talk it over so that this issue doesn't come up again? Because we don't want to just argue, get mad, storm off, come back, act cool, cuddle, have makeup sex, and then we never address the issue that caused us to argue in the first place, right? So it's going to happen again, and it's probably going to be worse the next time, right? And then it gets worse and worse and worse. And then you break up or you cheat because you fed up, and that's your way of escapism from the relationship. So, I don't know how in depth I want to go in relationships, but always. Water's so calming. That's a fact. And it's warm too. Feel like bath water. Am I married? No. My wife divorced me, what is it, 2023 now? My wife divorced me in 2020. Yeah, right before the respiratory illness went crazy and all that stuff. Yup. Because I was focused on making my dream happen, and I told her I needed to be in the living room recording these videos because I know it's going to change my life, and I know it's my reason for existence. So I can't Netflix and chill right now. I got to be locked in every day when I get off of work and record these videos. It is what it is. Because I'm not about to be broke and struggling my whole life. And I got a bigger mission of helping millions of people. I feel that's my reason for being here, to help you live a longer, healthier, more functional life. Also, and she wanted a child, was pressing for a child. And again, I have no money, I'm broke, we're broke. We don't even know how we're gonna pay rent. Why would I wanna bring a child into the world in that situation? And on top of that, I know bringing a child into this world would cause me to have more responsibilities and take away from what I'm doing, which is putting all my energy and free time towards building my dream life. So you're gonna have to hold up and pause on that. We can circle, give me 6 months and I promise our life is gonna change. And then we can have a child, it will be easy, right? Because then I have all the free time I need. Then I have all the money I need. Then I have no boss. Then we can do whatever we want to do. And we can live happily ever after. But hey, some people don't believe in your dreams. Some people ain't got patience. So no matter who it is, whether it's your wife, if she want to hand you those divorce papers, okay. I met her right downstairs. Sign right here. No questions asked. Keep it moving. You'll see me everywhere. And give me 6 months and you'll probably see me everywhere. You'll see all your favorite celebrities that you look up to posting me on their page. You'll see me you'll see my billboard in Times Square. You'll see me everywhere. Just give me 6 months. I promise you're going to regret handing me that paper. Oh my goodness, I promise. So there you go. There you go. There you go. What other questions y'all got? Sick. You got to be sick to your stomach. My phrase for 2020, I always make phrases for the year. And I say them every day. I put them on my screensaver on my phone. So every year I'll make like a catchphrase for the year. I'll make it the week before New Year's. And that's like, I quote that in my, so 2020 when I was dead broke and my wife had divorced me and my job was firing me and I felt like nobody believed in me. Every day, all day in my head, I'll be like, make them sick, make them sick, make them sick. It was on my phone, make them sick. I'm gonna make them sick. The funny thing is I heal people, but my goal in 2020 was to make people sick to their stomach for not believing in me. So every day, all day, I repeated, make them sick. Before I go to sleep, make them sick. Anytime I felt like chilling and relaxing and giving up on my dream and not pushing and not being dedicated, determined, and disciplined that day, I snap, look at my phone, make them sick, make them sick. And I know I made a lot of people sick. Sick to their stomach. Different people get motivated by different things. I get motivated by people telling me what I can't do and what I'm not going to be. Like y'all see that new viral clip of Michael B. Jordan being interviewed by the chick? She's like, hey, Michael B. congrats on your new movie. Funny thing is, we go way back and we went to the same high school. And he's like, yeah. Oh, you're the chick who called me corny. It's like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you called me corny. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, real awkward, right? I love that shit. That's my favorite. Make them sick. And in 2020, I knew that what I had accomplished was making people sick. But I ain't feel accomplished enough yet. So 2021, my phrase literally, I updated my phone. Make them sicker. Every day, all day, 2021. I said, make them sicker. I'm gonna make them sicker because I ain't even peaked yet. I'm gonna make them sicker. And every day, all day in 2021, I said that over and over. 2020 was the best year of my life. I said, make them sick. 2021 became the best year of my life again, 2 years in a row. 2022, my phrase was, and it's funny because it was literally before that documentary had even came out or anything, but 2022, I put on my phone and my phrase was, because I already knew I had made them sick enough with the accomplishment. 2022, my phrase was, I'm a genius. So on my phone every single day, anytime I felt doubt in myself, anytime, because it's hard, I'll be honest with you, it's hard to have the best year of your life, then the next year, have the best year of your life again and top that. And then 3 years straight, just keep topping yourself. So there was points in that third year where I'm like, yo, how am I going to top the last? 2021 was the best year of my life. Before that, 2020 was the best year of my life. As far as accomplishments, what I've done to the world, the positive energy I put out, the amount of testimonials, the way I've changed my family's life, my life. So 2023, my phrase was, I'm a genius. So anytime I felt doubt or I felt like stagnant or felt like, dang, how am I going? Oh, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I built all this myself. I ain't had no employees. I ain't have no help. All I had was doubters. I ain't have no role model, no father figure, no role models, and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through I couldn't find one. But guess what? Other night I was getting my feet rubbed by the baddest bitch. But you know you wanna, yeah. So I just said, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. This is how you got to talk to yourself. And what this will do, it will cause some people to say you're arrogant and you need to humble yourself and all that. But if y'all been following me long enough, you know to look up the definition of humble. Why would you want to have doubt in your own self and think less of yourself? Because that's what the word humble means. So, it'll cause that group of people to say, oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, I'm like, okay, well, you call me that, I call myself a genius because I believe I'm the greatest. As you should. How do you not think yourself as the greatest? You think other people are better than you? By you not thinking that you're the greatest, that means you think other people are better than you. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, y'all know I used to always say that phrase. It's funny. I used to say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can lead a man to knowledge, but you can't make him think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was 2022. 2023, you know what my phrase was? And this felt good. It felt good. It felt good for 2020 for my phrase of the year be make them sick. 2021, my phrase of the year, make them sicker. 2022, my phrase of the year, I'm a genius. In 2023, I said, I did it. So anytime I felt like, dang, I ain't accomplished enough, dang, I gotta work harder, man, I had to look at him and be like, my friend, I did it. Everything I said I was gonna do, I did it. I've been grinding for 10 years plus, telling myself what I was gonna manifest and then materialize. And my life is I did it. Every day's Friday, every day's summer, every day's Christmas if I want it to be. Can travel when I want, where I want, how I want. I make more money per day now than I made working 2 weeks, busting my ass overtime. I have my dream car. I pay my family's bills. I live on the beach in Miami. I just moved from Hollywood, California. I have all my favorite celebrities shouting me out and telling me how I'm a genius. Like, I have my billboard in Times Square. My mom's still alive when the doctor said she had 3 years to live 15 years ago. I'm completely healthy. I wake up to new testimonials every single day of people telling me I changed their life. So what other phrase could 2023 be other than I did it? Everything I said I was going to do when everybody said I wouldn't be nothing and said I was going to be this, when I dropped out of high school and the teacher said you're going to end up selling drugs or in jail or on drugs and a crack kid like your father and you're from a small town, so don't think you ain't going to end up in Hollywood. What are you talking about? And well, you wasn't the smartest and you did. I did it. The crazy weird guy that just is a lunatic and talks reckless. I did it. And I come back and I tell my story. I tell you all my testimonial so that you can one day say I did it. Because there ain't no better feeling than being like, yo, I already feel like I did everything I wanted to do. All I ever wanted to do was to help people out through health and give them the knowledge on health. Make a good income doing that. Have people tell me that I helped them change their life physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Pay my mom's bills. Help my family with anything they need. And that's what happened. So yeah, you know? Oh yeah, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm on the beach. I understand the scenery can look like maybe I'm going through something and the tonality ain't as jokey as usual. I'm just giving y'all a real serious talk right now. So I'm amazing. I'm on the beach right now. Yeah, I'll be the crazy guy. I will be the crazy guy and I'll continue to. They can shadow ban, shut down, tell y'all everything I say is false information. Whatever the world wants to say about me, I know I did it. That's what I know, and I'm happy with that. I actually made more of an impact than I even thought that I would, right? Because I'll be honest, I knew I would help people, but I guess I didn't think highly enough of myself back then to where I think I'd be waking up to 5 to 10 minimum testimonials daily of people saying they no longer have cancer and no longer on anxiety medications and lost 50 pounds, lost 100 pounds. And my motivational speech kept them from ending their life. And my story about my anxiety helped them keep going. And now they don't have it anymore. And they follow my protocols. And the detox helped get rid of their digestive issues. And they got their life back. And their kids are healthier. And they're hey, you know, just giving y'all some mindset talk, some story time, telling y'all, set goals for yourself. Speak them into existence. Don't care what people think. You just joined. Every year I'll make a phrase for the year. 2020, my phrase was make them sick. I did it. 2021, I said make them sicker. I did it. 2022, I said I'm a genius. Everything I said I would do and put into place worked. So I felt like, at least for me, I'm a genius, right? I had many celebrities and other people and y'all telling me I'm a genius. So therefore, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it might be a duck. Hey, and in 2023, my phrase was, I did it. Everything I said I would do back when I was broke and struggling and full of anxiety and couldn't leave the house and in the hospital every single month for anxiety and panic attacks and going to a therapist, crying my eyes out, and 275 pounds and unhealthy and severe back pain, bulging disc in my back. Couldn't even walk on the treadmill. My back was so bad. And the doctors told me I had Crohn's disease. Couldn't even eat a small little snack without having to be hunched over because the pain in my gut. Hey, I did it. All the things they said I couldn't do or would be stuck with or my life that I was destined for, they were wrong. And I did everything I said I was going to do. You're following me? So you can do the same thing, but you gotta speak it first. You gotta speak it first, and then you gotta take action. Because a lot of people speak it in manifestation this, manifestation that, and then they don't materialize nothing. Manifestation, put this on your phone. How about that? Manifestation without materialization means nothing. You can kumbaya, set Indian style on the beach right here, pray, whatever you do. If you ain't materializing it, it's not actually coming in. Everything you speak, say, want, life isn't changing in the way that you are sitting down and doing your yoga and manifestation, whatever practices you do, something's off. You might be talking too much during your manifestation periods and then not putting enough work in once you open your eyes and uncross your legs Indian style. Something's off. Your diet might be off. You might be eating nothing but dead foods, low vibrational foods, foods that had to go through trauma before you consume them and had to go through a conveyor belt hanging upside down from their hoof and get their neck, how can I say this, sliced, which created adrenaline in their body, which adrenaline is poisonous, and then you consume that, so you're consuming poison on top of what the meat already is as it is, because the whole reason they end cows' existence like that, if you've seen the videos, they hang them from their hoof, they drag them on a conveyor belt, right, hanging upside down, in single file line, and they put them through a machine and it cuts them, right? And the reason they do it like that is because they know that adrenaline is poisonous. So they say if we end their existence quick enough, it will be before the adrenaline spike, so it won't be as poisonous to humans. But how could that be possible? Because if I'm hanging upside down from my hoof, now I see my cousin, my mom, my baby bro, my baby sister in front of me, and I see them get slit, and then them get slit, and I know I'm next. By that time, my adrenaline's already up. So there's a lot of poison in me. So if you're consuming things like these, dead creatures for your living body, low vibrational, non-electric foods for your electric body, protons, electrons, neutrons, ions. These ions rotate together, which create a spark in your body, which gives you energy. And you're on low iron as that, because of the average American diet. There's a lot of factors as to why you're not materializing what you're manifesting. Y'all listening? Somebody comment free game. Y'all don't even understand. Like, it'd be so many it's so many occurrences to where I already know that I'm tapped in at the highest level. I moved out to Hollywood, right? I'll give y'all like a couple, there's so many occasions. I moved out to Hollywood. I was actually watching Mr. Organic, if y'all know him. I feel he's very motivational. I was watching him every day. Like, when I find certain people that have like a similar mindset to me, I kind of get like obsessed with them as far as their mindset. So I start watching. So I start watching them like crazy, right? Moved to California. 3 weeks later, I'm at the car shop. I'm paying at the register. I see a Ferrari pull up, and something told me that it was him. And I'm like, yo, I've literally been watching him nonstop. And I asked to do it. I'm like, who's out? Like, who's out there? He's like, Organic. I'm like, Mr. Organic? Like, yeah. I hop out my whip, pull up. And I had messaged him. We was messaging. It's funny. He replied to my message like 2 weeks before, and I bought one of his t-shirts. Like, hey, yo, I just support what you're doing. Really appreciate the message that you're spreading. And I had bought his t-shirt, so I pulled up on him. He wrote I'm like, yo, we was just chatting. He was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, yo, it's wild. I just moved to Cali. I run into you. We was just messaging about me buying your shirt. He was like, yo, that's real crazy. It was more to it, but it was super crazy. He's like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you. Appreciate what you do, blah, blah. So it's like, Then I'm at the grocery store. I told y'all this story. Y'all know I did the videos acting like Cameron, wearing all pink, rapping all Cameron's verses in my videos for like 2 weeks straight. And I went through a phase where I'm like, yo, I ain't listened to Cameron in a while. Let me listen to Cameron. So I listened to him for 2 weeks straight. Then I go to the grocery store here in Miami, in a little small town here in Miami, at a random grocery store on the third level of the garage. I hop out. Some little boys was following me because I was in my McLaren, so I hopped out. They asked me who I was, like, what do I do? And I hear a cart behind me, and I look over, and Cameron's parked next to me. And I said, Cameron? He said, yeah, what up, King? I said, yo, that's wild. I just was doing videos like you. Like, I really respect what you did. He was like, yo, the car's dope, King. I'm like, yo, I appreciate it. What else? Then I'm watching the Parkers. I was laying in bed at night falling asleep to the Parkers for like a week straight. I'm like, yo, I used to love the Parkers. Then I get a long DM from Monique saying how much I've changed the black community and how much he supports me. Then I'm watching Pineapple Express, the dude Craig Robinson, the black dude with the little updo on the movie. I'm watching it. As I'm watching it, he follows me, messages me, tells me how I changed his life. Then I start getting obsessed with Marlon. I'm watching the show Marlon on Netflix. And literally, I'm laying in bed watching Marlon. It's been like a week. I'm like going through season 1, I think season 2. I get a DM from Marlon Wayans, yo, love what you do. Been mentoring him on his health. It's just weird. And it's like, I know it's because my pineal gland is decalcified, and anything I think of literally happens. Like, and there's so much more than that, but those are just some little simple, weird things that always happen to me. Yeah, there's more. Like, what's another? There's so many crazy ones. There's so many crazy ones. Like, it just happens literally every week or 2 weeks, something super weird. This is a funny one today. All right. I literally was on live earlier telling you all how I buy crazy outfits because it sparked my growth, right? And I got it from Tekashi 6ix9ine and how Tekashi 6ix9ine changed my life. Because once I realized, oh, I've been teaching this stuff, but no one cares. Let me throw on rainbow colors. Let me throw on rainbow colors and yell like he does. Yeah, I love my nuts hang. And just yell, pay attention, free game. And I crazy in my videos. It changed my life and my whole business, right? And somebody he's close with is Whack 100. And just last week I went through and I was listening to both their interviews on Clubhouse. Whack, if you're in here, this is a fact. I went through and I was watching both their interviews on Clubhouse because whether people like him or not, I love his marketing ability. The way he speaks, his tonalities in his interviews, it keeps your attention and captivates you, which is why so many people knew who he was and why he grew so big with no supporters, no cosign, none of that. Even to this day, after the snitching allegations and all that, I studied the marketing behind it. He's a marketing genius, right? So I went through and I was watching it just to see how he structures his sentences and when he raises his voice and when he doesn't. These interviews were whack. Today I get a DM, we'll put it up. Literally, I had DM'd him and said, appreciate the follow back in June, but that was it. But see, when I start thinking about it and I'm watching him consistently, then I get, and I'm gonna leave out a lot of it, but then I get a DM, boom, telling me I need to join him on Clubhouse, and he wants me on Clubhouse to teach the community. He has a really big platform. And it's funny, I was just watching all his Clubhouse interviews with Tekashi 6ix9ine, who I was just talking about changing my life. This is all the time. This is literally weekly. So I know I'm tapped into something. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing something extremely right. Anything I think of literally comes right to me, and I don't even have to try anymore. It's like super easy. It's super easy. Like, I'm telling you. What else? I have so many of these weird, like, people that know me personally, like, yo, you're weird. And I'll be like, is that a good thing? They'll be like, yeah, like, you're, like, not normal. I think you're an alien. I'll be like, I think so, too. I think so, too. It's weird. It's super weird. King Los. You know the rapper signed to Diddy. King Los. Man, there's so many stories. One of my favorite rappers. One of the most lyrical rappers. He ghost writes for a lot of your favorite rappers. Most of Diddy's verses is probably him, right? Love all his music. Moved out here to Hollywood within a month. I'm in the studio with him, chilling, watching him record his verses. My first mentor that changed my life as far as mentality and got me into thinking about holistic health and all that stuff. Literally locked myself in the garage in Utah, and every time I would do cardio, just listen to his videos on manifestation, materialization. Me and my ex-wife that I mentioned earlier, we actually had scheduled out where like every week we had to watch him. We had to take one day and watch him for at least 2 hours that day. Like instead of Netflix or a movie, we had to watch him, right? So I like made it it was constantly in my mind that whatever he was teaching was something that was gonna change my life somehow, right? And then I moved on to Utah with the new chick, living off of her because I was dead broke. She was buying all my food, all that, but I just locked myself in the garage, was recording videos. If I wasn't recording videos, I was watching him all day, every day, like obsessed. I got like OCD, like I'll be honest, it's weird. You can call it what you want. That's weird, that's stalkerish. I was commenting on all his videos, commenting on all his wife's videos. Weird, because I'm weird, right? And you know what that led to? Is one day he posted it like midnight, like, hey, looking for people to join my team, blah, blah, blah. And I seen it. And it was like posted 1 minute ago. I DM'd him like, hey, seen your message. I actually am learning. I'm into holistic health and I teach fitness and I think I could bring value to your team. He responds, I was hoping you hit me up. I'm like, what? Yeah, I see you. You comment on all mine and all my wife's videos and this and that and this and that. Here's my number. I'm like, what? Calls me right away. Get on the phone. We talked for like 2 hours. Like I met the dude. Yeah, I'm flying you out to California. And yeah, you're going to be my driver. I'm going to mentor you on everything I know. And yeah. And a week later, I'm in California driving all my dream cars around Floyd Mayweather, around King Los, around all the celebrities I used to look up to, going back and forth to Vegas, chilling with Mayweather, going to the movies with Mayweather, buying out the whole theater. We went and seen the movie Tenet when it first came out. Spent New Year's at the strip club. First time ever at a club. Y'all know I don't club. First time ever at a strip club or a club. First and only time. But it was Mayweather, so I had to go, right? Anything I think of, it's weird. I'm telling you all. It's what the world would consider weird. For me, it's just normal now. And I can go on and on. I can go on and on. Same thing. Sometimes I go through things where I study different people's marketing. So for like a good month, I was going through, and yeah, it's more too. I was going through and like watching all of Missy Elliott's videos, right? Missy, right? Because I like, the parachute, the garbage bag outfit, the crazy glasses. Y'all might, where you think I'll be getting my glasses ideas from? Yeah, I study a lot of Missy, right? And a lot of her biggest songs is the one I was really watching because of like the way they was shooting it and all that, and the beat and stuff was the music make you lose control, music make you lose, and then who goes, here we go now, who's that? Fat Man Scoop. Now then that week, Fat Man Scoop DMs me, yo, love what you're doing, I'm gonna be in Cali, we gotta link up, man, I gotta spread your message, sending me audio messages. It's a fact. Then who else am I studying? Who else is crazy and over the top? Busta Rhymes. Studying all his old videos. All the crazy antics, right? Like I do in my videos, Who follows me and says they support what I do? Busta Rhymes. Same week. It's nonstop. I was going, because y'all know I go hard. A lot of times I don't watch reality TV, but I used to love, back when I was married, we used to watch Black Ink Crew all the time. But then I got in grind mode, so I stopped watching Black Ink Crew. So I'm like, yo, I ain't watched Black Ink Crew in like 4 or 5 years. It's probably like 6 seasons I done missed, right? Go through, start watching Black Ink Crew. Literally, that week, man, I could probably show you on my phone. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you. Literally that week. I'm watching them all week. Van hits me up from Black Ink. Shares me on his page. If you know Black Ink Crew, you know what I'm talking about. You know who he is. It's a fact. Literally that week, Van hits me up. Ryan hits me up. All I got to do is think about it and put it on my mind enough, and it just it's crazy. Duchess, Black Ink, hits me up. So I'm like, oh, they talking about me in the shop. Oh, they talking about me in the shop. Jen from Black Ink hits me up. She's a big supporter. Shout out to you. All I got to do is think about it. It comes to me. It's weird, right? It's weird, right? Favorite rappers. Eminem. Slaughterhouse was my favorite group. Royce the 5'9". That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Going through, I went back and listened to like 3 of Royce the 5's. I did a long drive to, where was I driving to? I was driving somewhere far for like 2 hours. So I listened through like 4 of Royce the 5'9" albums, back to back to back. Back to back to back, I listened to like 4 of his albums. And then he hits me up 2 days later, I think, follows me. Yo, love what you're doing for the community. And me and him message all the time. Y'all see comments on my videos. Like, it's crazy. It's a fact. And I put these things on screen so y'all know everything that I say. I don't make these, like, if you would hear somebody tell these stories, you'd be like, man, he capped. He hyping it up. It couldn't have been like that. He hyped. No, it's literally like that. It's literally like that. All day, every day. So I tell you these things to let you know that I done unlocked, I don't know what it is, but I done unlocked something. There's something I've done unlocked. Like, I was watching last week. I could go on for hours. Last week I was watching, because I got this little app where you get all the old shows for like free or something. So it's got all the old shows I used to watch when I was a kid. So I was going through watching Sister nonstop. Y'all like, yo, this man, you know why? Because I bust my ass for so long that now I've been like, yo, I've been reading and learning so much. Now, like the last hour before I go to sleep, I might watch some Sister or Parkers or something. Like, yo, because I always listen to this speech, and it was a guy I listened to, one of my virtual mentors, somebody I never met, but I always listen to it over and over. He said, you shouldn't be playing video games unless you make $100,000 a month. And that always registered to me. And I love playing video games. So once I start making $100,000 a month, I start playing video games again, and then I start watching shows again. Because I'm like, you know what? I kind of did it, and I got passive income and investments, so I'm good either way. So I still grind, don't get me wrong, but now I'm like, yo, if I want to watch a show, I'll watch a show. So anyways, I start watching Sister nonstop for like a week straight. And you know, go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. Right? Marcus Houston. Then Marcus Houston DMs me. He was DMing me, had somebody in his family's dealing with, I think, pre-diabetes or something, right? You know. Like, this is nonstop. I could go on forever. But I tell you these stories to let you know that when you, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's really weird. I can't really, I don't know. You know, if you listen to Billy Carson, he's better at explaining this than me. And that's I was actually just listening to him on my beach walk. I listen to him pretty much daily. He's big on manifestation. But a lot of what I say, I learned from him, honestly. I've been listening to him for 5-6 years. He's getting real big now, but I've been listening to him, at least like 5-6 years. He's on my playlist consistently, but he really breaks down and explains how weird occurrences like these can happen, and he breaks down the science of it more. I'm not that thorough with my words like he is. When it comes to food, I can spit that talk, but with that stuff, I'm like not on his level, I'll be honest. You gotta know your lane of genius. My lane of genius is, I believe, marketing and holistic health. So that's his lane though. So you definitely listen to him. Definitely. But say all this to say, this was just a mindset live. It was just a mindset one. Put your mind to it. Y'all know my phrase, do what you gotta do, because it's that simple. Forget what anybody else is saying. Forget the naysayers. Make them sick. Then make them sicker. Then tell yourself you're a genius. And then sit back and be like, I did it. I did it. That's all it is. That's all it is. The best learn from the best. Facts. If your mentor ain't got a mentor, that's an issue. Remember that. If your mentor doesn't have a mentor, you should be wary of who's mentoring you. I always got a mentor. Even if it's, and just because you ain't paying them don't mean they're not your mentor. You know that? So many people from YouTube have mentored me over the years. They don't know who I am. They ain't met me, spoke to me a day, and they don't even know that I listen to them all day, every day. And they're the ones who shape my mindset in many ways. So you can get a mentor by paying for a mentor. You can listen to somebody like me who gives out all this free game. And you wouldn't be wrong to say, yo, Twalk the Hawk's my mentor. Because you listen to every single live I do. You watch all my free videos. Technically, I'm your mentor. Not just because you ain't joined the university yet. You're still getting some mentorship. You know? So find someone you like that has the life you want to live, that has the mindset you dream to have, that has the mental strength you want. Follow them, listen to them. You can change your life. You will not change your life. Oh, is that the moon? Flip that. I ain't even see the moon right there. Where'd it go? There it go. Look at the moon. The moon right there. Yeah, if you don't follow anybody that's doing what you want to do, if you're not getting mentorship by someone who has the life you dream of, you're never going to get that dream life. Because you have to learn. When you wanted to learn math, you would have never learned that math if your teacher or your mom that was homeschooling you ain't teach you what 2 + 2 is. You know that, right? So same thing, you get to a point in life, if you working a job and you ain't excelling and you ain't getting past that peak, that's the point where you like, I need a mentor. Because whatever the people I'm around, the boss I'm around, the environment I'm around, they can't take me any further than this. So how are you going to get further if you don't link with somebody, pay somebody, do something with somebody who has the knowledge that you need? Because we all need knowledge. The university's mind-blowing. Real talk, the university's mind-blowing. Let them know. It's ridiculous how much info's in there. Yeah, the weekly Zoom call with me is Thursday at 5. But don't forget, I now introduced the new trainer for the community. She's going to be doing weekly Zoom calls, live workouts every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That starts tomorrow. So I'm going to be on there and introduce her. Make sure y'all got y'all's workout stuff. Get your at-home workout in. You can do it with no equipment. If you got resistance bands, maybe one set of dumbbell, make it more intense, but we're going to make adjustments for everybody. So now you're going to get weekly workouts. I'm adding a yoga instructor. I'm supposed to speak with her either tomorrow or the next day. So it's going to be weekly yoga classes on top of me taking you from beginner to expert on holistic health. Detailed protocols for every single disease and illness. Weekly Zoom calls with me. I'm looking to see if I can get one of my mentors that teaches me a lot about holistic health, that's lesser known, to do a weekly Q&A also, so y'all can get a different take on things. So I got to get with him. He's in Mexico right now, actually. I got to get with him and see if he can start doing at least 2 calls per month. Because again, the price ain't changing. It's $29.99. My goal is to make sure that my community, my supporters who invest $1 per day into me, get way more than $1 value per day. Get enough value to change their life, learn 10 different streams of income, keep continuing to add more information on income so y'all know how I changed my life and started making $100,000 per year. And while you're at it, improve your health so that you can enjoy the money. So you can have money, health, wealth, freedom, all that. That's the goal for $29.99. All you got to do is not get McDonald's and you can change your life. A lot of y'all spend $29 at McDonald's for you and your 2 kids, or you and your wife, to hurt yourself and hurt the family instead of investing that into something that can change your life. But we all got options. Choose wisely. It's ridiculous, and there's 2 sides of ridiculousness. There's 2 sides of ridiculous. Which side you want to be on? Which side? You want to be on the side of, damn, I'm watching my 600-pound life. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. How did they get 600 pounds? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Or do you want to walk down the beach with your shirt off, with your abs popping, and people are like, oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. How did he get so lean? That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, how did she build her glutes so big naturally? That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, she's ridiculously gorgeous. His body looks ridiculously amazing. What side of ridiculous do you want to be on? You want to be on the side completely healthy? Let's say, who has the highest advantage in this country? Let's say a completely healthy white male. Do you want to be a completely healthy, follow me, you want to be a completely healthy white male, right? Who has the highest chance of being successful based on analytics, right? A completely healthy, no injuries, white male that somehow ended up on the side of the road begging for money, and people ride past you and be like, that's ridiculous. He had all the advantages in the world. He's a man, he's white, he lives in America. That's ridiculous. That now he's begging for change. Or do you want to be on the side of ridiculous to be like, damn, is that McLaren red or is it orange? Oh my goodness, that shit is ridiculous. Jeesh, that Rolls Royce is ridiculous. You always have options. You have options, because no matter what we go through, no matter what we've been through, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Everybody mom died. Everybody dad was a crackhead. Everybody was high school dropouts. Everybody got a disease they didn't expect. Everybody lost somebody to gun violence. Everybody got mental health issues. Everybody got something. But guess what? Some people take that and they turn it into their superpower and they keep pushing, which makes them stronger, which allows them to tell their story to make people stronger around them. And then other people give up and say, this is my life. Unfortunately. Life is about choices. Life is about how you handle things. Y'all know, I can't think of his name, Nick. Somebody I listen to. He was born with no legs, one arm gone, and his other arm is just like a half arm. Now he's a multi-millionaire motivational speaker. And his chick's bad. Right? He could have easily said, this is my life. It sucks. And I hate I was born like this. And I guess I'll never be nothing. And I'll just live in a nursing home. And this is my life. And I'll probably end my existence because people keep making fun of me. And no woman's ever going to want me because I don't have legs. So I can't have sex. And or he can not be soft like he isn't and become one of the most well-known motivational speakers, a multimillionaire that takes care of his family and now helps change other people's lives. So you always got options. You always got options. Choose what side of ridiculous that is that you want to be on. All right? Choose what side. Somebody comment free game. Something told me to go live tonight. Sometimes I just go live because I feel it. Something in my soul that it just be like, you got to go live. I know you don't feel like it. I know you're doing your mindset walk on the beach. You need to go live right now because somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to hear this. And if you're soft, if you're easily offended, my page ain't for you, go ahead, click that unfollow, you know. If you're watching this replay on YouTube, go ahead, click that thumbs up, comment free game. Share this and save a friend is what you need to do. Somebody need it. If you come to my page just for health advice, click that unfollow because you ain't about to box me in. I'm highly advanced when it comes, damn, I tripped on a coconut. See that? That's a sign I need to go home and drink my coconut. That hurt my big toe too. Yeah, you ain't about to box me in. I teach health. I feel I'm highly advanced on that. I'm highly advanced on mindset and motivation. I feel I'm pretty advanced at comedy too. Like I'm kind of funny. Those are like, in marketing, those are my specialties. Comedy, marketing, health, and motivation. Oh, I'm forgetting finances. See, I'll be forgetting. I feel you can consider yourself pretty advanced in finances when you go from dead broke to top 1% income earners in America, right? So we'll go ahead and throw that in too. With no employees, did it myself. We'll throw that in too. Damn, that coconut really hurt my toe too. Coconut said, all right, you done gave the people enough. Go get some hydration. Sirens is going off. Every sign is telling me, all right, wrap it up. Got the music blasting. Like, all right. Facts. Yeah, my big toe, the left big toe is thumping right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I'm happy that I could be on the beach on what is today, Sunday? Doing what I want and have the ability to have the probability of even tripping on a coconut right now. That's how you gotta think. That was meant to be. That's an amazing thing that I got to experience. Because like I just said, Nick, that I just mentioned, the motivational speaker with no legs, he'll never get to experience tripping on the coconut because he has no legs, right? And he would appreciate that joke because he makes fun of himself all the time. That's why I love him too. He said, I told this story before. He said I was on the plane and no one wanted to sit next to me because they were scared and creeped out by me. And for a second, I looked out the window and I started crying a little bit and was like, why did God make me like this? And why do people treat me like this? Because I have a disability and was born with no legs. And I was moping and crying out the window, and I kept seeing people going up to the flight attendants asking to change their seats because they were creeped out and didn't want to sit by me. He said I was crying for a second. Then I snapped out of it and remembered I'm not soft. And he said I looked at all the people moving away from me, and I started laughing with joy because I realized I have the most leg room on this plane. Yo, hilarious. That's how you got to look at things. That's how you got to look at things. I'm sure there's other people that were born with no legs that mope and cry all day. He makes fun of the fact he doesn't have legs and finds comedy in it. It motivates people with it, you know? So you always got options. Yeah, he got the most leg room on the plane. Ain't no issues. Don't need to stretch his legs or nothing because he ain't got them, right? Love it. Facts. But yeah, I'm about to hop off of here. Yeah, I'm tall. I'm 6'3", so the planes don't be... Y'all seen on my post yesterday, I had the... I usually get the exit seat. I'm not buying first class. I've never flown first class. I probably ain't going to. It's just not... Why am I going to pay first class? I was looking at the tickets, $1,500 for JetBlue first class from Cali to Miami. I'm like, why do that? I don't need the little liquor and the food anyways. I don't consume that. Give me the little, I'll pay $100 for the extra row seats. There, I got all my leg room I need. I'm good. And I saved $1,200 that I could use to invest and buy what, like 0.8% of an Ethereum coin right now, which will then turn into, you know, that $1,200 I put on Ethereum right now will probably be $4,000 per one that I buy come 2024, 2025, right? Doesn't make sense. That's why, like Chad Ocho Cinco, he was like, you see that viral interview? He was like, I'll buy fake chains and I'll fly Spirit, which is why I've been able to retain my wealth after retirement, unlike most NFL players that go broke. And he's telling the truth because I was on Spirit, because I love Spirit, and he was on my flight one time last year. I was like, yo, is that Ocho Cinco? Oh, it is. Yeah, that interview came out. I still wasn't sure, but when the interview came out, I'm like, oh, I thought that was him. Yeah, I prefer Spirit. I ain't never had an issue. I ain't never had a turbulence issue. Again, I paid an extra $90 for the very front row seat with it's called the big seat. So you get all the leg room, all the arm room you want. Stretch your legs. I don't want none of their food anyway. Have my dried mangoes, my dried coconut, my spring water. Put my headphones in, listen to an educational podcast, something like that. You know? I'll be good. But anyways, I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all know my phrase. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do because it's that simple. I don't believe in if, try, can't, almost, or maybe. I get it done. No excuses, nothing to it but to do it. Point your finger in the mirror if you blew it. Everybody looking at me. A few people out here. Yo, why is this dude yelling? I'm supposed to be on my peaceful walk in the evening, and there's this black guy, and he's yelling. I live in a place where there's only like old retired white people. This black guy's always on the beach yelling at his damn phone, disturbing the peace. I was just trying to read my Harry Potter book in peace. I'm joking, I kid. You know I can't be racist because my mom's white. That's the luxury. My dad's black, my mom's white, so I can't be racist, right? Right? All right, I'm out of here. Yeah, if you're easily offended, my page ain't for you. Click that unfollow. I'm probably the only one who every single day tells people to click the unfollow and blocks people daily for being negative, and my followers still go up every day. Isn't that interesting? I must be doing something right. Peace out. Holla at y'all.